I gotta tell you, this truck is fancy, man. We've got heated and cooled seats.
Oh yeah.
Or vented. We've got leather pretty much everywhere the eye can see. Hey Ken, I'm gonna throw some numbers at you. 8.4 MPG, that's what the Toyota Tacoma got on our 100-mile test loop. 8.0 MPG, that's what the Toyota Tundra got on that same 100-mile test loop. And today, what do we have?
Well, we have 2016 Silverado 1500 High Country with a 6.2 V8, 8-speed automatic, and a 323 axle ratio final drive.
And we've got 5,600-pound horse trailer that will be towing just like the Tundra, just like the Tacoma, to find out if this is the most fuel-efficient towing truck in the land, and that is coming up right now in the Fast Lane Truck.
Cool.
All right, now unlike the Taco and the Tundra, the Chevy, well, Chevy says it drinks premium fuel, so I have to use the high octane 91, and that's as high as it gets here in Colorado because we've got a special formula for the winter to keep the pollution down. Now once again, we're gonna do the classic method of figuring out what the truck says and figuring out what the pump says, basically doing the division to get the real number versus the truck's computer. I'm waiting about 30 seconds before I do the second click. And next time you see us, we'll be heading out on our 100-mile test loop.
Get our lights on so we can take off. Get our tow haul mode on.
We're zeroed out?
Yeah.
We're good.
We'll do the cruise control once we get on the road.
Okay.
You know, that's a shame that they got to burn premium in this. I mean, I love the engine, all these things about it, but spending that much money on fuel would start irritating me after a while.
Well, luckily fuel is cheap, as you know. It's basically we were using the mid-grade stuff on the Tacoma and the Tundra, and that was about 15 cents cheaper than the premium.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It is substantial over hundreds and thousands of miles, obviously. Is the scale calibrated?
Yeah, my scale's calibrated.
Okay, good.
Is this personal?
This is for TFL number 1. Let me give you some numbers here. Now, we weighed the truck. It came back at 12,000 pounds.
Yeah, so this one's lighter than the Tundra.
It is lighter than Tundra. And that's, of course, the weight with the truck, the two of us, and the trailer.
And again, we're using the Logan Coach, our test trailer, that is weighted down to 5,600 pounds. This has an empty water tote and a Honda Rancher four-wheeler, an ATV, and some center blocks. We use this combination so that we can move the load around to get our tongue weight to that 10%, get our 1,000-pound tongue weight. Well, actually 560 pounds of tongue weight with this trailer. And that's how we do it. We tied it high because that's the only place I can tie this right now. I don't have low ties on the horse trailer.
Obviously, this truck is capable of towing a lot more.
Right, right.
But we want a number that people will be towing on average. I'm thinking boats, ATVs, you know, the kind of stuff that's lifestyle more than actually heavy-duty work towing.
That's very true. Most of those are in that 5,000-pound range. In this one with two-wheel drive is rated to clear up to 12,000, but just a few crazy guys like me that would do that.
And we'll load it up a lot more when we take it up the iGauntlet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is about MPG. Now, I've got the numbers here, Ken, and why don't you take a guess? How much do you think this cost?
Oh, this is a High Country, so let's see, I got to take a Denali and divide it by 6 and carry the 4. This one is probably $54,000.
You are wrong, my man. It is $59,000.
Holy cow.
Yeah, $645. This is as expensive as the Silverado gets because this is, of course, the premium version of this truck. Now, MPG-wise, the EPA says it gets 15 in the city, 21 on the highway, and 17 MPG combined. And the question is, how much we'll get on our 100-mile test loop. Now, the Tacoma got 8.4, towing the same trailer with the same stuff. The Tundra, surprisingly, got 7.999, basically 8.
Yes.
So, will the Silverado do better?
And this is one of the high mileage, great fuel efficient final drive rear end ratios, so it's designed to be better. So let's go with what was the very highest number on there for fuel mileage on
21.
the highway? 21. Okay. I'm going to say that this is going to get 11 and a half.
I'm going to be more conservative. I'm going to say 10. I think another thing to keep in mind, of course, is that we're setting the cruise control right now at 70 because that's kind of an average number that a lot of people go at.
This is that 6.2 V8 from General Motors. This has an 8-speed automatic. It is 420 horsepower, 460 foot-pounds of torque. And with cylinder deactivation, we can run on 4 cylinders if we hit that hill right.
We are not going to be running on 4 cylinders towing, dude. When is that going to happen?
Well, if we shut off tow mode, it might do it. And go downhill, it will do it. But okay, so we're V8. This is all V8, man. All V8 all the time.
Exactly.
Unless you're without a trailer, then you can shut it off and get 4 cylinders.
Exactly right.
And get fuel mileage.
Yeah.
So you have an option of getting that fuel mileage, even though gas is cheap.
And in case you guys are wondering, I'm looking right now and it's 19 degrees out there, so it is a little bit cold, but you know, we have done all these tests in the winter time, so it is going to be cold. And we're using this as a new baseline for our Gold Hitch Award. So not only will we have the towing ability of the truck, but we'll also have towing ability going up the I-Gauntlet, but now we're also going to have a real-world MPG test. So when we do our deliberations in March, Kent, we'll have a lot more data points.
Deliberation, that's a good word for it. That's like going to court.
How comfy are you? How's the seat?
Well, I love their seats. They have like a memory foam in them. The only thing I don't like on the GM line is the steering wheel. And they did this back in the 70s. They actually angle it toward the door. Yeah. Back then, to make it easier to get into. Well, they still haven't figured out that with the telescoping wheel this has, you don't need to angle the steering wheel to the door.
We are at 94 miles into the loop, and what does the truck say?
It says it's getting 10.4 miles per gallon.
10.4 MPG, and I'm impressed that this truck is doing what? Really 2 miles to the gallon better than the Tacoma, and 2.5 miles to the gallon better than the Tundra. Yeah, that's pretty substantial. That's like 25%, dude.
Right, that is, and that's with an engine that's more horsepower and torque. Does have 2 more gears in the transmission. Has that weird fuel mileage, high ratio.
And we've been running in V8 mode the whole time, so we haven't necessarily gone into the 4-cylinder deactivation, which it's not going to do in tow haul mode. Right, not
tow haul mode. Yeah, and we've never taken off the cruise control. We've done really well.
The question, of course, Kent, is we know that it's getting 10.4 based on what the truck says. Now we got to see what the gas station says. Once again, 91 octane, because GM says we need premium fuel. All right, double click. And the number, Andre, is 9.695 gallons. 9.695 gallons. Oh my gosh. Yeah. 10.1. 10.1.
I was 10.5. The truck said 10.4. 10.4. The truck is right.
Yeah. Well, so
10.1.
Comparing it to the Tacoma and Tundra, that's almost 25% better.
And that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, over the course of the truck, that's a lot of fuel.
Maybe that $60,000 is worth it.
Yeah. Or you could get the 6.2 in a cheaper truck.
Oh, okay.
As always, this is Roman and
Kent, MrTruck.com.
saying thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out TFLtruck.com for more news, views, and real-world MPG reviews. See you guys next time. Ciao. Kent, another day, another delicious truck stop hot dog, and we're here just outside of the truck stop because, well, a few weeks ago we took the Toyota Tacoma on a 100-mile test loop, and we got what MPG towing 5,600 pounds?
8.4.
8.4, and we thought to ourselves, what's the better and what's the more fuel efficient Toyota towing rig? Is it the Tacoma or is it this? The brand new Toyota Tundra. So today, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna take this frozen Tundra and do the same loop and see if the bigger engine, the bigger power plant means more or worse fuel mileage.
Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here with the Fast Lane Truck, and I'm with Andrei Smirnov.
And Kent.
That's right, Mr. Truck. And coming up next, we have something very special for you.
Yep, we're rebooting the I-Gauntlet.
But why?
Because we want to pack it with more data, more comparison.
And here's the reason. Because we're doing the 2016 Gold Hitch Award. This is our second time doing it, and this vehicle is the first one to compete.
That's right. What do we have here?
We have the Chevy Silverado 2016 High Country with the 6.2 V8 8-speed automatic, top of the line.
Awesome.
Very cool. And that is coming up next
On the Fast Lane truck.